General ethical principles. Child protection is a very sensitive area full of ethical dilemmas. Decisions about children at risk can have serious consequences, so acting in an ethical way is essential. Ethical dilemmas are about deciding the right thing to do in a situation. Ethical issues and legal issues may overlap, but they are not the same. You must act within the law, but you must also consult relevant codes of ethics, codes of practice, service standards, and other sources of information about ethical practice for your industry sector. There are some broad ethical principles that apply to all community services work. Here are 5 that are key for you to understand. Beneficence. This means doing good and avoiding doing harm. It may include protecting the weak and vulnerable and advocating for and defending their rights. Justice and equity. This means being fair and avoiding discrimination. It also means that rules of behaviour should be applied to all people equally. Being impartial and non-judgmental is a part of justice and equity. Respect. This means treating everyone with respect for their rights, dignity and autonomy. Respecting others includes being truthful, honest and sincere. Accountability and transparency. To be accountable is to be responsible for your actions. Accountability also means that someone else can check to see if you have followed the rules when making a decision. This principle is linked to transparency, which means not making decisions in secret, showing you are following principles and rules, and being open and honest about your actions. You must also be able to explain and justify your actions and decisions with reference to relevant legislation, policies, procedures, and guidelines. Confidentiality. Confidentiality means not sharing information about someone without their knowledge and consent. This can be difficult in a child protection context because a child who discloses information about abuse or neglect might ask you not to tell anyone about it. But to keep the child safe, you will have to tell someone. Breaching confidentiality is justifiable in the following circumstances. In order to prevent harm to a person. When the information has been requested by a court.